Got the E-class Benz with the 20-inch rims, riding back to the front with my hat to the front. Working overtime, I been staying on my grind. I got money in my mind. Got the 23 candy paint, triple bang, three-wheel motion. Got my wet on the lane, like I need a V8 engine burn with the triple gold plate. Got so much ice that Neptune jealous. This beat so nice that Neptune jealous. I'm a hustler, you a hoe. I work at Popeyes, I'm a CEO. Got money by the stack, candy paint on the lap. Got bitches in the front and hoes in the back. Got money by the stack, candy paint on the lap. Got bitches in the front and hoes in the back. What? I'm famous. Got 33 Mercedes. Got bitches, hoes, and ladies. They tryna have my baby. I made it. I'm famous. Got boots that stay from Gators. My waiter got a butler and my butler got a waiter. I made it.
Interior crocodile alligator, exclusive right here. Interior crocodile alligator. I got a Chevrolet movie theater. I'm the whipper, the baby daddy's worst nightmare. Catch me, I declare I'm right there. Everything we say, white flames, I know it in my GPS. Riding and swerving, Kush I blow. Those wide, I choked off like any roll. I don't take hoes, I never tip the shit. I'm rich bitch, but you can call me cheap the rapper. Shell toes back, PRPS. There's a man riding a horse on top of my chest. Oh, no press, I empty. Slap dunking later and shots in the ground. Keep the Carmelo, okay? No bad break on the pillow and hey, cash and something old on 23s. Got windows saved by my melody. Chips and butterfly. Yeah, you can catch me in these feet. Yeah, yeah. Chip. Yeah. Chip. Yeah. Chip. Yeah. Chip. Yeah. Chip. Yeah. Chip the rapper. SLA. I know who it is.
This is exclusive right here. Street Stars Radio.
Yeah. Hey. Now, baby, I'm the Ripper, your baby daddy's worst nightmare. Catch me by declare, I'll be right there. Niggas copy everything we say. Louis frames, eyes lower than my GPA. Riding and swerving, Kush I'm blow. Nose wide, my trunk bump like Eddie Roll. I don't take hoes, I never tip the stripper. I'm rich, bitch, but you can call me Cheap the Ripper. Shell toes, yes, PRPS. There's a man riding a horse on top of my chest. Polo fresh, I am Z-Mine. I be slap dunking, tanger, and shots really blind. Told niggas keep it Carmelo, okay? Roll past days, told them hello and hey. Me and Cash and something old on 23s, hold back windows, save my melody show. Skateboarders grind, I grind too. That's why you can catch me in DC shoes. I quit the team, but believe I'm ballin'. Want a verse, put up a stack and quit calling. 30s on my Chevrolet, call me super duper. Garage like roots, I got more whips than Gucci. Riviera sitting on the Bulls' best hooper. Y'all still riding 20s, y'all some oopa loopers. Don't swing on niggas, they got bad behavior. My 415s woke up the neighbors. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
You already know what it is. Street Stars Radio. You already know what it is. Street Stars Radio. You already know what it is. Street Stars Radio.
Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile, alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie.
At home away from home in the black Benz limo with a cellular phone. I'm calling up the pussy. It's time to get to ripping. I'm freaking each sunroof to keep you suckers tripping. Everybody's looking. If you're jealous, turn around. The AMG kick keeps us closer to the ground. We're getting good grip from the 50 series tires. The Alpine's bumping, but I need the volume higher. Cause the 808 kick drum makes a curly stick down. We're rolling Rainier and the jealous wanna get some. Every time we do this, like IMCs wanna battle. I'm the man they love to hit, the J.R. Ewing of Seattle. Picked up the posse on 23rd and Jackson, heading for the strip. Yes, we're looking for some action. The limo's kinda crowded, the whole car was leaning back. Maharaji's watching TV with two girlies on his lap. On Martin Luther King, the set looks kinda dead. We need a new street, so posse move ahead. We all look kinda small, the crew you can forget. The mix-a-lot posse cola ripping up the set.
You know ID and the D and the L-A. ID and the D and the S-E-A. You know ID and the D and the L-A. ID and the D and the S-E-A. You know ID and the D and the L-A. ID and the D and the S-E-A.
Hey yo, Beacon Hill, Cap Hill, First Hill, Chinatown, ID, West Side, CD, Lake City, Greenwood, Green Lake, East Lake, West Lake, Lakeview, maybe even Bellevue, Belltown, Waterfront, Pioneer Square, yes sir, Atlantic, Main, Minor, yes sir, let's ride, let's shine, Broadway, Pike Place, now make it to the beach, Rainier, Cascade. Wallingford, Fremont, Uptown, Downtown, Delridge, High Point, Highland Park, Georgetown, White Center, Roosevelt.
All right, all that song is just naming neighborhoods in Seattle. You guys don't need to hear all of it. All right, we got work to do and things to talk about and stuff. So let's get going. How's everyone doing? Yeah, you heard Easy all right, and some Mix-a-Lot. And that last track was Blue Scholars, a local hip-hop band. Tight with Macklemore, Ryan Lewis. Macklemore's coming back, yo. He's got a show coming up locally with Ryan Lewis even. Can you believe it? Sup, Laura, Carl, Jack, Mike, whatever you want to, Ainsley. Sup, everyone. All right. So, little quick before I get started, talk to District again after yesterday's conversation. They have an Android app. It's working. You can do everything on the Android app except go live. And they're going to be adding that early next year. And I got some assurances about eBay Sync happening before the end of this year. More or less heard what I needed here to start putting things together. Cameron, it's I'll look into it. I need to check the date on it, but I know they're coming. I mean, they're already here, but they're going to be there. So District, eBay Sync before the end of the year, Android app, everything but go live. I heard what I need. I'm going to start putting things together to put together a marketplace. Since yesterday's response seemed tepid at best, I may structure things a little bit different to give some better benefit to the people who get in and help out early. I'm not sure how to do that yet. I'm still need to talk to a few people. Nobody contacted me on Instagram yesterday regarding that, so I assume nobody within earshot had any interest. And so perhaps it was some of your concerns. Hopefully what I just told you addresses those. And yeah, maybe just needs to get a little bit further along for anyone to recognize opportunity. Maybe it needs to smack you in the fucking face. But typically opportunities don't happen randomly. They're created. All right, let's take a look at what's sold. Sold this Trains magazine, September 1943, with a Rosie the Riveter type. Fixing a train. This guy's working for Victory on the Santa Fe. And then there's some pictures of trains in the Trains magazine. Wouldn't you know it? $8.96. I got this for free off the Facebook Marketplace by Nothing Group. Got a postcard, Sunset on Ocean, Bar Harbor, Maine. Sold for $5.95, undivided back. This came out of one of the lots I bought off of eBay recently. I think one of the albums, actually. This and the next three cards, same customer. They all came out of the most recent buy. This is View from Sunset Drive in Asheville, undivided back, unposted, sold for $6.95. Then we've got Riverside Park and French Broad River. Check out the chunk taken out of that. Not sure what somebody used it as a template, maybe. That's what it looks like. But some notches out of that. So I put it up just for $2, and I'm like, maybe it'll sell. And it did right away. So that's cool. And then evening view over Asheville, North Carolina from Sunset Drive. Asheville is one of those places I have really good success selling. North Carolina in general, but Asheville specifically. I think I probably just have followers for Asheville for one reason or another, so it pops up. The dock in Bellport, Long Island, New York, unposted, divided back. This came from the recent pickup. Also from the recent pickup, Hotel Cedar Cliff Gardens in New Rochelle, New York. Couldn't find anything on this hotel. It was cool. It's got this map on the back. It's not really a postcard, but just because I couldn't find anything, I was considering pricing it up, and maybe I should have. It sold really quick. I just listed this yesterday. It sold for $15, but you know, I'm kind of in like need to recoup money from large purchase mode still, so I'm happy with it. This also came from that collection. This is Wallowa Lake in Oregon. Applied photo, so it's not really a real photo, but it's an applied photo. So there's that. It's a little small, but it's definitely older. Sold for $12.95. Susquehanna Spectacle, the Indian Lookout in Wyaluxing. How'd I do on that one, Pennsylvania people? $3.75 plus ship. We have a vintage linen postcard, aerial view of the General Hospital in Denver. Unposted, sold for $12.71. This came out of the recent buy. This is University of Wyoming. You guys probably saw this on the unboxing. Couldn't find anything on the photographer. Couldn't find anything on what event this might be. I used zoom ins. I did everything I could. My best guess is this is like some homecoming kind of thing. It doesn't look like it's in the middle of a game because there's nobody out there in uniforms. So I think this is maybe like a homecoming event or rush event or something like that. So because I didn't have a ton of identifying information outside of location, I listed it for $20, and that's what it sold for. This has been in the store for 5 years. Apollo 17 pre-flight summary. This is just like an informational booklet about this. I got this in a bunch of space ephemera. And I think this is the last item to sell. It sold for $17 and change. 1978 commemorative U.S. mint set sold for $8. Wonder why it took so long to sell. Maybe it's because my pictures are garbage. Maybe. Just maybe. Anyways, moving on. What I've listed so far out of that buy, 8,000 minus or 4,000 minus what's sold, which is probably getting up close to 300 or 400 now. And a few notable listings from yesterday. This is a ticket from the farewell cruise of the SS Eureka in 1941. I have not been able to find a single one of these for sale or sold anywhere. But this is a really historic ferry. It ran for 80 years, almost 80 years, between San Francisco and Marin. So it's an invitation and ticket. Piece of San Francisco history. Who isn't going to pay $60 for that? Real photo postcard of the Niels and Melly Epperson buildings. This is the Niels building. This is the Melly Epperson buildings. Lots of photos of this subject, no real photos. So priced it up a little bit. Also no solds on real photos. It's a real photo of a sketch, but it's still a real photo. Moving on. This one was cool. Cape Fear Quarantine Station in Southport, North Carolina. Not the most valuable card, but interesting subject matter. And if you look at this, If you got sick, you had to go out and live in the middle of the ocean in these tiny little shacks until you get better, and then they let you back onto the mainland. Is that, I assume, what they did. So there you have it. Not bad day in sales yesterday. Landed at about $450. Hello, Janet. And that's fine, Ainsley. Do you do you. And it looks like we got some stuff busters here. Right? Here's some on my finger. Paperback book. I will not do that right now. All right, let's get these postcards out of here. Sold a pretty good variety of stuff. Got about $100 in unpaid orders currently, which gotta love. So there we go. Let's do it. I think Buster is still upset with me because of the DOG that was here. Later, BB. That's cool. What's up, Josh? Oh wait, that's from. I'm looking at yesterday's stream. That's hilarious. Josh was here yesterday. All right. Uh-oh. Did I lose my tab? Buster Wiley. I did. Crap. Buster. All right, come on. No, we're not looking at that. Here. I lost my tab. Now I got to reprint all my labels. Okay, there we go. Funny thing happened the other day. I got an envelope in the mail from a customer. She sent me back the postcards I use that I put in for free to protect the customers. She returned them, didn't contact me, just sent them back, paid, put a stamp on it, whatever. And like there was a note in there like, I did not order these. I hope I did not get charged for them. Perhaps you sent them by accident. Like, all right, well, I guess I get to use those again. Postcards done. Catch up to the chat here in a sec. Go into YouTube so I can look at your link. Oh yeah, look at that. Tolkien shop. 60 pounds, huh? That's weird because I found it no problem. So yeah, anyways. All right, let's get on to this other stuff that's going out. First up, sold a laser disc. Alien Special Widescreen Collector's Edition. Unpopular opinion, Penguin says Alien is by far the better movie than any of its sequels. Prove me wrong. Aliens is just a bullshit action movie. That. What did this sell for? Aliens sold for $18.77. You know what? That's not. I don't think that's true. Actually, I want to correct myself. I don't think I did find it in the App Store. Let me find it. let me ask real quick. I'm going to send him a quick message. All right. I just messaged. It may be done and not in the store yet. It might be pending approval, but it sounds like they have an app. It's just they don't have it. 3 weeks for eBay Sync. I didn't lie. I did misspeak though. I'm getting an answer. I'll have an if I don't have one by the end of today, I'll have one, or end of the show, I'll have one by tomorrow. I mean, I totally agree with Ainsley that like there has to be an Android app because 70% of people use Android over Apple. For me, the go live function is like I really don't care. Like sold a Etsy item, another 100 corks. So you know, they say like a lot of people wonder like how do they get the cork in the wine bottle because you know they're smaller than the top of the bottle, and the answer is you've got to soak the cork. Sometimes you got to soak the cork for a long time. Sometimes it's easier just to do, you know, soak 20, 30 corks. But the most important thing is you got to soak the cork. Let's see here. What's our weight? 1 pound. I think I'm just going to do this through Pirate Ship. Oh, my Etsy thing break. Integrations. Etsy reconnect source. That's weird. There we go. Dude, do people not understand if there's not a counteroffer option? Like, there's no counteroffer. Anybody who does that, thanks for the interest. I will pass. You got an offer. Your decision is binary. It is not, there's no optional special third option for you. Buy it or don't. If you try to exercise an imaginary third option, that is wasting my time, and you will definitely get shut the fuck down. You know, I've soaked a lot of corks in my day. Not as many as Fart Sack Jack's mom, though. She soaks the most cork. Probably more than all of us put together. I mean, Ainsley, you feel like a lot of things suck for a really long time before you decide that they don't suck. Am I wrong? That's not a judgment. That's an observation. That's my feeling. Feelings may not be facts. All right, I sold these jeans. These are out of the old buyout stock. What do they sell for? It's $5.63 plus not enough shipping, I believe. Plus not enough shipping, but that is fine. UPS. What a great envelope. And that's okay, Ainsley. I think a lot of things suck too. I think it sucks that if the way that district is going to be successful is on the backs of smaller sellers and at the benefit of larger sellers. On the promise of really nothing more than being able to tap into somebody else's following. I don't see that as actually very scalable. It'll be interesting what happens when they run out of big influencers to come onto the platform. Just saying. That said, I don't I also recognize that there's opportunity. And that's the part that I'm interested in. All right, sold 2 Vidya games. Juiced and Arctic Thunder. These both came from Colorado. Complete in their case. Sold for total of... Oh, wait. One sold for... Juiced sold for $470. Arctic Thunder sold for $11.95. The thing that I like about District is it combines, social networking, eBay, the things of eBay, social networking, and whatnot, all in the one app, and then some other stuff. Discord is, I would say, in there because of discussion groups and chat groups and things like that. So similar to that in some ways. I think it has a lot of potential, and I am most interested in it for its potential in community building. And I think it has a lot of potential in that. All right, 12 ounces. Love that. Underweight. I am a lot more interested in distributed community ownership rather than trying to sign on to something that is, say, Craigslist Hunters Marketplace or Crazy Lamp Ladies Marketplace. That's not really a community to me. That's somebody else's possession. And I don't think of communities as successful communities as being singularly owned. And you can't say that, like, well, everybody gets the benefit of blah, 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 blah. Not really, if only one person is getting the financial benefit. Just saying. And I mean, I do have, some experience building communities. I lived and was partial owner in a project called Stronghold in my early 20s, which was a artist live work artist owned project. 10 people purchased property who probably wouldn't have been able to do so otherwise when Artist Live Workspace was disappearing in Seattle. My experience with Burning Man definitely applies. I was Seattle regional contact for that for about a decade. Participated very actively in building the community in Seattle that around that event. For all the stuff that happens here off Playa, I wasn't solely responsible, but that's what communities are. You have many members who participate and contribute. And benefit, not just a person. In fact, when there were people here who tried to do things that take actions that were clearly geared at trying to claim some ownership over some element, there was extreme pushback, as there should be. I think that it's a mistake anybody going to try to sign up under one of these larger resellers, be it doesn't matter who it is. If you're paying them 10% for the privilege of accessing their audience, you're selling yourself short. And you are cutting yourself off at the knees as far as the potential of what is possible here, in my opinion. My 2 cents, feel free to disagree. Chat got real quiet when I got serious. Why so serious? Should I just talk about soaking corks the whole time? Because we can do that too. This thing that I just put in cardboard is a 8-track. It is Tomita Cosmos 8-track. What did it sell for? Like $12, and I believe this came out of the 8 tracks at the rummage sale out of the free pile. Ooh, that was not. Let me reprint that. Oh, God. What a terrible song to have stuck in your head. You know who absolutely hates that song is Harry Humstone. If you ever want to piss him off, get him into your live and play that song. All right, sold this here measuring tape. This is a ROE 100-foot metal measuring tape. Picked this up at some point this year. Don't remember where exactly. Sold for $11.66. Nice. Congratulations, BB. You missed the opening song. We should have played that. Should have played that for you. If you all haven't done so yet, go subscribe to BB. BB, do you have a wrench? We'll give you a wrench so you can drop link. Oh, you do have a link. Go ahead and drop your link. If anyone hasn't subscribed, go subscribe. And more importantly, watch the videos. All right. Also picked up sometime this year, and I don't remember when, these two sad iron trivets. Sold for $17.95. Perfect. I don't know why these iron trivets are so sad. But all they do all day is just sit in their rocking chair and stare out the window. I'm like, hey, trivets, why so sad? And they don't even respond. They just stare out the window. So sad, iron trivets. So sad. But they made me happy. See what I did there? They sold for $17.95. So my current thought on setting this up is, I'm still going to probably move forward with it. And what I will probably do is, like I said yesterday, probably take the first 10 or 15 people, any income, any fees get dumped straight into ad buy. Automate the process as much as possible. And then, depending on how successful or how it grows or, where the marketplace goes to, for those first 15 people, at some point, if it grows, there's going to be a point where it doesn't, there's only so much money you need to spend on advertising. But additional sellers who come in, basically take half and put it towards advertising. And then the remaining half gets distributed amongst the first 15. Just another thought. Because at that point, there is some work involved by the people who have built the marketplace. But if it's something where you get 50 to 100 people coming in, at some point you don't need to advertise. But there's also at some point you'll probably need have some overhead, probably need an accountant, just to make sure everything stays above board and all that stuff. Just thoughts. All right, that's done. All right, let's see here. Wait, this is confusing. So they said, I got a feeling that what he's telling me is that, yes, Android users can use it, but I think what they're saying is it's got to go through a web browser on the app. That doesn't make sense to me. Sold another Strike on Box matches. $8 shipped. Easy peasy. He told me Android users can do everything except for go live, but then he told me there's no app. So I assume he's talking about web browser. And if that's not a good expectation to have of your customers. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to shop on eBay through the eBay website on their phone. Sup, Ping? sold Jag Season 5 on DVD. I think. Where did I put it? There it is. It's underneath all these things. Jag Season 5 DVD. Sold for $6.60. Media mail. And I have good. Hey, yeah, why not? Too tight. That's what she said. All right. How much we got left? We still got 7 to go. Sold some train track. This came from the garage sale down the street. I already sold all but one pieces of the train. This here track sold for $14.36. I would love for it to go ground advantage, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm going to make some money off the shipping because I'm going to put it in a flat rate envelope. Uh-oh, am I out of flat rate legal envelopes? You will get in there. There we go. Coming from a sales background, I have to say that this guy, I respect his attempt, his attempt at Jedi mind tricks to overcome the objection. So the answer is that yes, the expectation is users can shop through the browser on their Android. Certainly not the answer I wanted or was looking for, but the answer as it is right now. So I just responded, okay, when is the actual app coming? Oh, is this thing got a... That is a scratch chip. I don't know what that is. Whatever, I'm shipping it. that little like candy dish or butter boat or something. $6.26 instead of the buyout stock. So very happy to see that. The fuck out of here. Cameron's back. He was here at the beginning, and then he was gone. Now he's back again. Yay! All right. What are we down to? 5, 4. Security Mail Services, Blaine, Washington. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's just like a P.O. box place. Interesting. Probably somebody who has a P.O. box in the U.S. but lives in Canada. That's my guess. Sold this thing, which is a Bill Vernon figurine. These things can be pretty valuable. This is pretty fucked up. It's chipped. It's got breaks. It's messed up, but it's still sold for $4. So, or $3.55. I will say yesterday's video got a lot of, and is still getting a lot of views. It's a very popular subject. I agree. I think, like, I feel the word, the word bitches. Generally speaking, it's derogatory, but it is gender neutral. Even though etymologically speaking, that's a mouthful. That's what she said. It is, very gender specific, but not the case in 2023, I don't think. All right, sold a Philadelphia Phillies coin bank. There's a penny in it. I don't know how that penny got in there because it wasn't in there when I listed it. And it somehow got in there afterwards. This thing's been listed for a couple of years, and I'm actually very surprised it took so long to sell because it's kind of cool. It actually is electronic. Ooh, that just reminds me. Hopefully, it counts your money as you put it in, by the way. But there's a battery in there, and it's been in there for a couple of years. Should probably look before I send it. Okay, good. It's not corroded, so that's good. Maybe I used the penny to test it. Is that what happened? How does this work? Oh, it still works. Great. There's 4 cents in there now. All right. Let's see here. I think I got a box for this. Can I just reuse this? Sure as hell can. Still under £1. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah, sold for $21.55 plus shipping. Customer is all in for $31.91. Going down to Long Beach, oh shit! Man, I'm glad I caught that before I sealed this up. Back in you go. This box got used and then returned, and now it's being used again. Talk about being efficient. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that too. Most of the time. Most of the time. And honestly, when I use it derogatory and to try to be insulting towards somebody, I'd say 99.9% of the time it's about a male, and the other 0.1% time is reserved for only those women who truly deserve it. Man, if there's new people here and you're still here, like that Jackass Retro, he's got such a bad potty mouth. They spent half the show about soaking corks and the B word, and he said the F word like 9 times. If you're still here after all that, and you got a problem with it, what are you doing here? Why are you still here? Go watch Commonwealth Picker and ADH Dave. They don't use swear words. Oh, something just updated on eBay. They logged me out. What are we gonna find today? All right. We've got that Trains magazine. This fit in here. Not quite. What did this sell for? Do I care that much? I don't. 806. And cut up some records. Oh, I don't want to cut that one up. Oh, that's just, it's not envelope. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, right. Bada bing. Oh, and all Profit Monsters for that matter. And I mean, there's Lonnie doesn't swear on his channel, but I know he swears. Like I've heard him catch himself dozens and dozens of times on his channel. That said, like I worked in sales for a long time and talked on the phone for a long time as my job. I have never sworn on a sales call in my life. I do have a switch. I thank Catholic school for that. Like I can just turn it off. But that's, you know, that's a suit that I put on, and that's not me. Not holier than thou, just you get in trouble for swearing. It's not like nowadays when parents teach their kids all the good swears and then just are like, okay, here's all the swears, but there's some places you can't use them. I am glad that a lot of society has gone that direction. Because as I've mentioned on this channel before, one of my favorite sounds on the planet is the sound of children swearing. It is just, it makes me so happy. The younger, the better. The more explicit, the better. The more swears that they can string along. Like I love it. It's truly a beautiful sound. Teach your children to swear, parents. We'll all be the better for it. True. I mean, really, most accents. If a children's got like a good, Scottish is good. Irish is great. British is good. French, fantastic. There's some great Instagram videos of like Southern children swearing. Like if they got a thick Southern accent, I do like that. Oh, I've seen that Mill and Eve one. That's pretty great. Yeah, right? And I know you were talking about me. Yeah, I don't blame anyone for not swearing. Like, I think that the one thing that when I was getting started, Lonnie said is like, you know, it's going to turn off part of your audience. He also said, be yourself. So I'm like, well, you know, I can't do both of those things. Like, I'm going to be myself and I can't, you know, part of being myself is using the language I want to use or I use that comes to me. So, but, you know, if I go on somebody else's channel, I can turn it off. I went on Joey Bada Bing's channel a few times and never swore. We're on our last thing. Can you believe it? This is the aeronautics program. I don't think that's going to do it. I have to cut up another album cover. I don't know why I have this way, when really this way is the way that I need to have it, so I don't pull that out every time. That's what she said. Yeah, I mean, at some point, for me, you know, I'm like, if if a particular viewer is so turned off by swear words, is that really a viewer I want here? My answer, clearly no. Move on. Go watch one of them vanilla YouTubers. I'll be over here in my little corner, cursing at the wall. Right? What a good way. That's a good thing, I think, to play us off. Might as well. If I have it. Isn't that war? I think that's war, right? What's the name of the song? Sly and the Family Stone. If I don't have it, it's Thanks and Thoughtful, right? Is that right? Is that the song? Guess we'll find out.
Sunday morning.
Nope, that ain't it. Although it's a good track. Oh, I don't have it. Wow, that's I'm embarrassed. Oh well. Maybe not then. We're out of things to ship, which means we've come to the end of another shipping adventure. Don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow. There's still 2 things ready to ship out. Ooh, and maybe a third. Somebody, a lowballer. Now you're going to pay more. Try it again. Price goes up. All right. Tommy, thanks for coming in. Been a minute. Right? I agree with that. Yeah, you could totally do a Where's Waldo. It's a fucking disaster in here right now. Where is Satan's taint? Oh, I know where it is. Chat's still going. Ping, I didn't know you worked at Disneyland. We're going to have to talk about that more later. I want to hear all about it. I assume that is what you're talking about, seeing as only one place in Southern California has cast members that I am aware of that might also go work at Knott's. I'm not, it just, you know, I put up the photo. I didn't think about it. I can tell you 100% that there are those people on YouTube. 1,000%. 1,000,000%. But you know what? That's a conversation for tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. I got to get to work. Peace out. Bye-bye.